Should the Steelers still trust their quarterback, Russell Wilson?
Yeah, I mean, they should. Look, mistakes have been made the last couple of weeks. They're 0-3 in their last 3 games. They're 2-4 in their last 6. When they started 8-2, and Russ was a part of that, we were like, hey, this is the answer. This is still the answer, guys. Like, he has turned the ball over at inopportune times, meaning red zone turnovers is something that you cannot do back-to-back weeks now with red zone turnovers. Last week was a fumble. This week, an errant throw. But when you talk about do you trust your quarterback, sometimes when you turn the football over, you lose confidence. Russell Wilson's been through stuff like this in his career, so I'm not worried about it. What I am worried about, and we'll get to it later, but I want to throw it out there. Since week 12, that defense has allowed 27.7 points per game.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. Just Simply Sports here with me. I am Kaja. If you're new here, I welcome you. Please like and subscribe. You're not new, you've been here. I appreciate your continued support. Now, should the Steelers still trust Russell Wilson? And Russ, we trust. I have been saying that for I don't know how long. I'm going to keep saying it to me because I still feel like having Russell Wilson as a quarterback is going to make the team better, not worse, right? Without Russ in the offensive line, they are limited with what they can do. Even with Justin Fields, I know that athletically he's faster, he uses legs more, or at least better than what Russell, is using them now. He is older, but I feel like when you play against those teams that have quarterbacks that can throw that thing, you need a quarterback that can use that arm. And I think Russell's experience, and especially in playoff situations, is going to be more valuable if I then bring Justin Fields back into the starting lineup, even if he was healthy. Right now, he's not. A lack of weapons, I think, really, really exposed this team not having George Pickens in the lineup because we saw what it looked like with him and then what it looked like without him. You have to have more than one offensive weapon, you guys. It cannot just be one weapon. If I'm a defensive coordinator and I only have to game plan to slow down one person, it's not really hard, especially now that they're playing against a strong caliber of talent. You know what I mean? You're playing against the Chiefs, playing against the Ravens, who you beat before, but they're still the Ravens, so they could obviously have beaten you, and they did this time. You're playing against teams that have stronger talent. You're going to need more. These teams are loaded with weapons all around them on both sides. You can't come into that kind of game and then have a defense that, for whatever reason, is giving up a lot more points than they had almost all season last season, and then expect to be able to beat them in a game. You can't. They need to draft more weapons. Najee Harris is a weapon, but he's not enough. George Pickens cannot be the focal point of this offense. You need more. Why? Because Russell is older now. And although his experience is still there, he still has that arm. He still knows what to do in certain situations. He's older and he's not as mobile as he once was. You know what I mean? And that just comes with age. That's no slight to him. Even if he was younger, I feel like you need more than one weapon around you. But to me, the biggest question mark has been the defense. And I said I'm putting that more of the responsibility on the defense because that's what the team is known for. The Steelers are known not for their offense, they are known for winning with a strong defensive identity led by Mike Tomlin. He has done it for 18 seasons. He's gone to the postseason every single season with the strength being in the defense. And we kept saying if they could just put in a quarterback who was good. They have to be great. You just have to do what you need to do and take care of the football. Russ hasn't been doing that, as well. And you will be okay because it's not about Russ being the Patrick Mahomes of that franchise. They just need someone to not be like a Kenny Pickett. You know what I mean? No offense. And Russell Wilson, he's taken some steps back, you know what I mean? And I'll still say in Russ we trust, but the reality of it is that as you get older, things change. You don't read, the field the same way. You don't see certain things the way you once did. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, and he is still a Super Bowl winner. He still is an MVP, still first ballot Hall of Famer. But if you look at him at his age now and who he was when he was younger, I know he was injured last season. He looks like he's taken 20 steps back, right? So all those things make a difference. Tom Brady won Super Bowl, when he moved to Tampa, but we saw as he got a little bit older, that last season, it was like, all right, Tom, let's just go on ahead and just leave because it's not looking how it once looked. You know what I mean? And that's just to be expected now. Russell Wilson is not 40, but Russell Wilson is not 26, 22 either anymore. He's not. And you're going to have to surround him with more than just George Pickens in order to win. It's not hard to beat a team that has one or two weapons at the most. You have to have more than that. What's going on within this defense? I do not know what's happening. It seems like they lost something. I don't know what they lost. I don't know how to get it back. But to me, if the defense, which is the oldest of this team, if they can get that back, figure out how to fix it in time for the playoffs, they'll still be good. I think they can at least get past the first round, to me. I'm not expecting them to win the championship this season. I feel like they need more offensively. That's just my personal opinion. But I do think that they can at least get past the first round with Russell Wilson. Now, what happens after? Should you sign Russell Wilson? I absolutely feel like you should. They're not with an awful record where they're going to be able to get a Shador Sanders, like, the first round kind of thing, right? They're not in that position. So I feel like focus on getting some stronger weapons, some more weapons around. If you can draft, more wide receivers, more running backs, things of that nature to add to this offense, combined with that defense, you can get the ball rolling and really start to build for the future for when Justin Fields is healthy enough, right? I feel like Russ is young enough, not old enough, but young enough to be able to bridge that gap between showing Justin how to, be more efficient with his arm. He already has the leg part down, athleticism part down. But if Russ can show, Justin can learn the things that Russ has, with the IQ, the arm efficiency, throwing a deep ball. If Justin can add that to what he already has, and Russell can hang on for one or two more seasons to where Justin can take over, and at the same time, they can keep drafting or trading for stronger offensive pieces, I feel like you'll be able to really contend for a Super Bowl in maybe like 2 seasons. Maybe not right now, but at least in 2 seasons. What do you guys think, though, about this whole situation? I do say sign Russell for at least another 2 seasons. Let him bridge that gap, teach Justin, get your pieces, and then you really be rolling and really, really ready and in a place to contend. That's what I think. What do you guys think, though? I look forward to reading it in those comments. And Russ, we trust. I'm not going off of that, you guys. But I look forward to reading your comments and seeing you, of course, in the next video.